Welcome back to Midday. After spending 2 months in a coma due to a car accident, my next guest was told he may never walk or talk again. Due to the severity of his injuries, messages from his brain to his tongue have been permanently distorted, causing seriously slurred speech. Remarkably, though, Eddie has dumbfounded science and doctors by not only learning to walk, but also finding a way to speak clearly. There is a catch, and to explain, please welcome Eddie Aparicio. As I mentioned, Eddie, this happened several years ago due to a car accident. What is the reason that you can't, in fact, speak clearly?
I got brain damage which affected the cerebellum part of the brain, and I also have a tremor in my left arm that I can't control either one.
So there is a physical impediment and also clearly the speech impediment. But remarkably, as I said, you have dumbfounded the doctors and found a way around it. Clearly, you're mobile today, even with a tremor in your left hand. How did you overcome the speech problem?
Well, Kerri-Anne, I discovered that if I talk like a Mexican, I can talk normal, like everybody else.
Do it again, or you believe it?
So, clearly with your speech, that is slurred and a little difficult to understand. If you go into an accent, you don't have the same communication problem?
They tried, Kerri-Anne. I can talk like an American, for example, and I can talk real good. I can talk all day if I wanted to.
So how many accents, do it in American again.
Okay.
How many accents do you do?
I do several: American, Mexican, Chinese, and Australian, who's had a lot to drink.
So is there any real communication barrier you have when you put an accent on?
Not really, Kerri-Anne. I mean, you're a good sort, you know. I reckon that if I could talk to you for a while, maybe after the show, you know, we could have a cup of coffee or something. I'm not having you on. Just fair income, mate.
Is it fair dinkum? Now, you know, we take these things on face value, and, you know, I am believing you. This is a real story.
Would I lie to a beautiful woman like you?
Charming as well.
Thank you very much.
But I mean, for you know, let's assume there are cynics in our society that just, you know, see a guy on the telly that I'm having a chat to who is telling me an accent is the only way he can communicate properly. How do you respond to critics? Could you do it in American?
Sure. What, is there something wrong with the way I talk? She fell for it. No, I've been told off by a woman once who heard me doing my American, and when I spoke normally, she thought I was making fun of disabled people. So she told me off, and I was trying to explain, look, it's the only way I can talk.
It's a most interesting problem, and the discovery is just quite wonderful. What do the doctors, what do speech therapists, I mean, you've been down this road, how do they respond? Are they curious? Do they have an answer for you?
Well, every speech pathologist that has ever heard me talk like this comes up with the different theory. They say, oh, you do it like this because of this and this. However, none of them can come to a common conclusion.
You talk to a lot of school children. You go to a lot of schools and do motivational talks. What accent do they like the best?
They like the American one. A few weeks ago, I was talked to a high school, and there was a girl in a wheelchair. And,
I don't want you to think I'm being rude, Eddie, because I'm most interested to know how kids react to you, how people react to you. But could you do that in the American accent or the Mexican accent again?
how they react to me. Okay, well, kids usually laugh. They get confused. They don't know whether I'm having them on or what. Kids normally laugh.
Because it is most interesting, and I'm sure speech therapists have already talked to you in terms that stutterers, people who stutter badly, sing very well.
Yeah.
They don't.
Now, I've heard of that. However, I want to point out that what I actually do.
Could you give me this explanation in another accent that you do with the kids?
Well, I'd like to point out that what I actually do is I change personality. I don't change my voice. You see, I think I am somebody else, a foreigner.
I just admire people so much who, presented with a problem, find their way through the mire to be able to live a good life and also help other people in their life, as you do in terms of motivational talks. But thank you very much for joining us on Midday.
No problem. Thank you very much.
Eddie Aparicio, ladies and gentlemen.